Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar where we're going in depth, deep diving into creating a lifestyle by design. And we're also going to do and go over, provide an overview of my Life Vision book. Now, this is really, really important. If you're looking for transformational change, if you're looking for results in any field whatsoever, whether you're going to be a superstar network marketer like the industry that I work in, or a personal trainer, or even in your career, it's really important to map out a plan for your success. And I put together this Life Vision book where you are able to create a lifestyle by design as a bit of a roadmap, something you can work towards to be able to live your dream lifestyle. Too many people give up on their dreams today, and you need to start dreaming again, because anything and everything is possible. If you can really put your mindset at place and focus on the areas that we talk about here, anything is possible for your success. So for those that don't know me, I'm the founder of wealthynetworkmarketer.com. This website here is all about inspiration, education, a lot of free content, a lot of growth, a lot of tools, a lot of support for people in the network marketing industry. I'm sharing 15 years of my experience of being out in the field, building teams of over 200,000 people, traveling all around the world to over 100 different cities, and have been able to create my own lifestyle by design. But my story before that industry goes way, way back. And I started as a personal trainer, or even before that, an engineer. For those that work in that really high-end analytical corporate career, entrepreneurship is for you too. So I was an engineer. Prior to that, I built my own business, which was 5 gyms, helped franchise the business, spent 12 years in that industry as a multi-award winning trainer. And I really found passion and love in being able to work from home, being able to create my own destiny in the network marketing industry. So I spent the last 15 years in the industry helping people build businesses all around the world. This webinar is for my high performance clients, people that want to earn at least $5,000 a month part-time on top of what they're already doing. So I put together a high performance program around 12 months ago, and this webinar is really a key part of the foundation section of the program. So we're talking about building foundations. Building foundations is critical for your success. They're the building blocks, they're the pillars, they're the strength for your, I guess, as a person, as an entrepreneur, as a business person, that you need to lay out around you so you're able to propel yourself and amplify your results. And there's so many people out there now that just want to get to the end goal yesterday. They're not prepared to do the reading, the investing, the travel, the work. They're not prepared to take the action. They're not prepared to make the sacrifices. They want the ultimate result effectively yesterday. But the truth is, entrepreneurship, business, and everything takes time. You know, you need to take the time. You need to go on the journey. You need to build the foundations. I've been on that journey for 20 years, and probably the first 10, or probably not 10, maybe the first 7 years before I really started hitting home runs in business. And from that point on, through challenges, through everything that you can imagine that can happen to you in business, you know, I've been able to build incredible foundations through mindset, through growth, through taking action, through making sacrifices. And as a result, I've been able to build that lifestyle by design. And over the last 7 years, I've been teaching people all around the world to do that too. And that's where the Wealthy Network Marketer brand really was established. It was not about just being this one-hit wonder where you come in, you make a lot of money, you lose a lot of money, you spend a lot of money. We're teaching you how to build yourself, build your business, build your wealth, and keep what you have for the long term so you can pass it on to future generations. So we're talking about transformational change. We're talking about 8 fundamental areas of growth, 8 pillars that if you work on, doesn't matter what industry you're in, doesn't matter whether you're passionate about your corporate career, whether you are a personal trainer, whether you're a business person, whether you're an entrepreneur looking for the holy grail, or whether you're in my industry, the network marketing industry, these 8 areas, if you can make change in all those areas and have growth in all those areas, you can set yourself up for transformational change. We'll talk about a few of those areas in a bit more depth as we will go through the Life Vision book at the end of the presentation. But some of the areas you really need to be working on: health and fitness, personal growth and mindset, is spiritual life, connection, love life, really, really important, financial and money, wealth in particular, social life, career, and overall quality of life and happiness. Are you truly happy with where you are? Do you have a roadmap to your success? And I always talk to people about 1-year plan, 3-year plan, 5-year plans, because at 3 years you should be seeing incremental and rapid growth change in the situation if you've got a good plan in place. And 5 years, everything in your life can change. So this roadmap to success, what we do in our Life Vision book is really analyze in all of the 8 key areas what we call current assessment. Where you are today, be honest. You don't need to fake anything. If you can really assess your current situation for what it is. Then we have, okay, if I commit and submit to making radical or transformational change, if I commit and submit to where I want to be in 3 years' time, 5 years' time, if I make the changes, what would be a great result at the end of my first year? I need to see change at the end of the first year. What would that look like? Also, life vision goal. What does that look like at that 5-year and beyond? Because we are looking at change for life. Wealth for me, for a lot of people, is I believe it's making money on money from a financial standpoint. But in a personal growth point of view, it's continuing to learn, continue to grow, to continue to apply your skills, taking action, learning lesson, then growth, making sure you don't make the same mistake twice. So, what's your life vision goal? It's really, really important to be working towards there too. Then building in a habits platform to create change. So a really good example of that might be in the fitness industry. Someone that wants to improve their health and fitness area, they may be 10 kilos overweight at the moment, haven't exercised for 15 years. A habit may be 2 workouts a week, 2 liters of water a day, reducing the amount of junk food that you eat. These are the habits that you need to implement to create change. So these are really, really important, because if you have really good habits, you can then build a plan around those habits, and then you can create change. For me as a personal trainer for 12 years, when I transformed out of that industry or transitioned out of that industry, I went from a super fit, strong, personal trainer where my priorities changed and I really wanted to focus on business growth and getting ahead and making the sacrifices to be able to live my true lifestyle by design. As a result, I didn't quit exercise. I didn't change or didn't quit thinking about eating healthy, etc., etc. But what happened to me was I prioritized other things over exercise. So instead of training 5 times a week, I dropped to training twice a week. And as a result, and what built up over a 5-year period, yes, business is good. Yes, I was in a really good financial position through that 5-year transition, but I also gained weight. I actually gained around 5 kilos over that 5-year period. And, some I guess, other parts of my health and fitness I wasn't really happy with. So in year 6 in business, I transitioned to a point where I was really happy in all areas of my life, happily married, good financially, living in the suburb I wanted to live in, traveling, doing the things that I wanted to do. I re-engaged back with my health and fitness goals. And over that 12-month period, I re-lost majority of that weight, 3 or 4 kilos by the end of that year. And that was really building habits, committing to a really rock solid fitness program, saying no to things that I wouldn't often say no to through that 5-year period for my health and fitness as well, and really having a focus. And that was around building those habits. So all 8 areas, if you can have a great habit plan, you can really work towards getting good results in those 8 areas, which will then amplify your results. I love doing this exercise with all my high performance clients that we call it your perfect day. And your perfect day for me is an opportunity to dream again. It's amazing when you think about when you're a little kid, or if you've got kids now and you talk to them about what they want to achieve when they grow up, and they think they've got superpowers, and there's no negativity in their mindset whatsoever. They just think anything and everything is possible. But then they go to school and they get told what they can and can't do. Then they get a job, and then they get their first mortgage, and they start getting buried down. And this world of entrapment, all different areas, really does trap them into a situation where they stop dreaming. They stop thinking about what is possible. It sort of becomes this Groundhog Day situation, and every person seems to get trapped into it. And it's the true believers, the true entrepreneurs, the people that know there's a better way, actually start fighting for their future. And this exercise here is an opportunity for you to sit down. If you love meditating or anything like that, sit down, be peaceful by yourself without distraction, and say, if money didn't matter, if time didn't matter, who would I want to spend my time with? What would I like to do with my money? Is it travel? Is it charity work? Is it investing? Is it whatever it is, writing a book? Just dream. And if you dream and dream out loud, you can start manifesting what could and can be possible in your work and your life vision book. So this is all about creating lifestyle by design, and it's about transformational change. So moving into the booklet is really just something for you to print out so you can have it physical. It's easy to do things online now. It's easy to keep things in your head, but I personally believe I need to see it. I need to touch it. I need to feel it. I need to write things down. I need to be able to review it. So when I'm really focusing on building habits, building dreams, focus on a certain goal, I want to see it. So I have it pinned up in my office. So this booklet here is something that you can physically touch, you can fill out. You might need to add scrap paper to it because you get into a mode where you really want to start writing things about your goals and habits and year 1, year 3, dream, life vision in general. You might get really passionate about a certain area or an area that you haven't really touched on over the years. But this is all around freedom and happiness, and the 8 areas that we're going to dive deeper into at the moment: health and fitness, personal growth and mindset, your spiritual life or connection to something, your love life. Really, really important. The word love is probably one of the most powerful words that we use today. But I was listening to an audio I was watching a YouTube show the other day about the word love, and so empowering, where it's so easy to use the word love. It's you can walk past your kids and say, I love you. but it's not actually the word, it's the action that really is the power for true love. So if you really love your kids, give them a hug. You know, if you really love your wife or your partner or your husband, whoever it is, you know, show them with love. You know, write them a gratitude piece, whatever it is. It's really expression through action, not through words. Your financial life, really important too, because that can give you choices. It doesn't create happiness, because some of the wealthiest people in the world are not happy, but it can give you choices to create happiness. Your social life, really important to understand who you're spending time with. Are they propelling you forward, or are they holding you back? Are you happy with your social life? Do you miss something you used to do? Like golf would be a classic case for me. It's something that I've done very sporadically over the last 10 years, but many years ago I was quite a talented golfer, and that there for me is something that, you know, I really do miss. Your career, you know, your business, your financial vehicle, and your overall quality of life. You know, are you traveling? What are your hobbies? Are you having fun? Are you happy? Are you spending the quality time with the people that you truly love? So really working towards life vision will lead to happiness, and happiness is a key ingredient to living a fulfilling and extraordinary life. And I always talk about this whole life vision book in foundations. So when I'm talking about high performance to people, foundations 1, becoming expert 2, people join people, so you incorporated 3, growth, skills and growth 4. So skills, any skill can be learned. Any skill can be learned. All right. You think about the violin. If you haven't ever played the violin, it's nearly impossible to play, but the violin can be learned. A language is very hard to go to China and speak the language, but it's not impossible to learn that language. That applies to everything that you need to do to build yourself up in life. Whether that is, if you're in sales, becoming better at sales, that can be learned. You know, whether it is leadership, leadership can be learned. Every single skill of growth can be learned. So we're going to go through this and talk a little bit about each key area. So if you print off the booklet, you can elaborate on each of these areas here. I've put some little boxes for you to fill in, but I feel if you do this really, really well, you will actually have inserts of scrap paper because you get really, really passionate about it. So your current situation, health and fitness, I shared a little bit about my story where I basically, that was a really high priority for me in life, and I put a lot of time, emphasis, and value on that. And while I was building my business that I'm in today, I had other priorities. So it may have been travel, it may have been, you know, spending time away, it may have been doing a lot more business calls, business meetings to get ahead, and my health and fitness priority dropped off through that period of time. I always knew that I would make that my number one priority again. But there was a period of time, and that was around a 5-year period, and as a result, my body effectively gained 5 kilos over that 5-year period. So it may be current assessment. I've never exercised. I haven't exercised for 5 years. I'm overweight. I can't do 5 push-ups. I want you to sit down and analyze and be honest about your current situation. When I look at myself in the mirror, am I happy? So that there may be something that inspires you to really work towards improving your health and fitness. Do you believe your health is at a state at the moment that you can spend quality time with your kids? That means running around out in the park. It might mean I feel that my health and fitness is that good that I have longevity in life. Okay. Then the next square, year 1. So if I put a good plan in place, what could be a realistic goal? Let's say you're 20 kilos overweight. You can't even do 1 push-up. it may be year one that you've lost half that weight that you wanted to lose. As a result, you can now run 2 kilometers. You can now do 10 push-ups. You can start capitalizing and amplifying your results. Then your life vision goal, what would you look like and feel like from a life vision goal perspective? And that is building in lifestyle change activities. So it may be, I want to be someone that exercises 3 times every week. It may be, I want to be this weight and within this range. It may be whatever it is, your life vision goal is what you want it to be. And then we look at habits, behaviors, and your plan. And I shared a bit about my example with my health and fitness situation, but these are the things that you commit to that will create the results. So in health and fitness, quite easy to work out. You are going to commit to exercising from 0 times. Now, 2 times a week, I have to exercise. Every day, I have to commit to drinking 2 liters of water, not negotiable. If you're into maybe a really good protein shake as a snack instead of, a really unhealthy snack, it might be, I will have that protein shake as my snack every single day. I will not overeat. These are the habits that you need to adopt to help you get to the results that you're after. So they're the 4 categories we're going to assess. So we've got health and fitness, personal growth. Again, for me, this is mindset. This is never, ever stop learning. So for me, it's been probably the key pillar to my success over the last 20 years. I remember 20 years ago, I would go to bed every night and I would read a business book, a sales book, a personal development book, a leadership book, whatever it is, for 30 minutes before I went to bed every single night. When I would drive in my car, I would always have a personal development audio book on. So this here is critical for your success, and that so many people don't value this enough. But this information, can really position your mindset to be able to handle the situation. So if you truly, truly, truly want this for you and your family and future generations, you need to grow as a person, and your income and your wealth will grow to where you grow. If you don't invest in this now and think that you can have it all or create your lifestyle by design without it, you will fail epically. So I would, again, we'll talk about habits, behaviors in a second and a good plan on that. But, how does that look year one? I want to be better at selling to people. I want to be better at communicating with people. I want to be better at whatever that may be. Your life vision goal is, a part of where you want to be in this area. You want to be an inspiration. Is that what you want to be? An inspiration to your kids, your family, to your peers, to your if you've got a business or you work in a workplace, that may be a part of your life vision. People hold you in good respect for what you've done and achieved, and you're humble, and you show great gratitude and love and care towards everyone. Habits and behaviors here for me are quite easy. Time is not an excuse. So we go back to health and fitness. Health and fitness for me, I want to train at least 4 times a week. For me, I double down on my time. So while I'm exercising, I want to listen to something that's empowering. It's personal development. It doesn't have to be paid. There's so many great podcast shows for free these days. You can go onto YouTube, listen to motivational speeches, or how to sell, or how to be good at social selling, or motivation or inspiration, whatever it may be. That's a great way for me. If you work and your travel time to work is more than 30 minutes a day, your best investment of your day will be listening on the way to work, something again along those lines: inspiration, motivation, sales skills, leadership skills, following someone that online. It could be Gary Vee, Les Brown, whoever it may be that inspires you. Oprah Winfrey's got a lot of great content out there these days for you to be able to learn, apply that knowledge, and grow as a leader as well. Spiritual life, this is connection to something. Now, this here can be very foreign to many people out there, but I just truly believe connection to something, believe in something. For a lot of people, it's believe in religion. I don't want to go into what it should be, but just really open yourself up to anything and everything that's possible. So I'm not going to dive too deep into that. Some people will be like really a long way into that at the moment. Some people will be exploring. Some people won't want to know about it. I just want you to open your mind to possibilities and what that may be and what that may lead to. But what I truly see and believe in business and entrepreneurship and success is people that have connection to something seem to, I guess, nearly have this magic power. So I want you just to keep an open mind to what that connection may be. And along the journey, don't force it. Along the journey, you will find it. Again, that's just something that I want you to just at the moment open your mind to. If you're already, connected to a religious belief or a spiritual belief or whatever that is, you may already be well and truly down that path. There's a lot of people that are open at the moment. There's a lot of people that are very, very closed, but I believe this is one of the 8 areas that if you can really, open your mind to and explore when the time is right, you'll be certainly heading well and truly in the right direction. Your love life, and this here is really important. I always talk to people about love and gratitude. And as I mentioned earlier, it's easy to say the word love. Are you happy in your relationship? Are you happy? Do you, just totally love your kids, love your family, do anything for your family? It's really important to find connection to your nearest and dearest. And people get caught up in the grind. They get caught up in the 9 to 5, what I call zombie world, where they get up, go to work, get home late, give their partner a high on the way through, have dinner, go to bed, and repeat. And they spend minimal time with kids, and this grind happens day after day after day, then year after year after year. And it just can go on. And as that process is happening, the connection starts disappearing. So I want you to reconnect with those who matter. Be meaningful towards those who matter. So do little gestures that, may not cost a lot, but mean a lot. So it may be just a beautiful text message to your partner. It may be, in the moment with your kids, not just rushing around, but spending quality time. Because if you're in an environment at the moment where you're just making ends meet, just grinding it out, and you will be slowly losing connection, and you need to reestablish and reinvest into creating quality time with the people that you love in your life. Financial, this here is pretty obvious. It's certainly one of the 8 key areas. If you improve, you can certainly be on your way to your dream lifestyle. You need money. Money's a currency. You need money to do things. It doesn't necessarily, money doesn't necessarily correspond or relate to happiness, but money can give you opportunities to experience things that can make you happy. So you need money to go on a beautiful holiday with your family. Well, you don't necessarily need money because, you can have a beautiful holiday if you want to jump in the car and go to a caravan park and spend time with kids. You can have that experience, no question. But if you have money, there's other possibilities as well. So it's not a direct correlation to happiness, but finance can, if you can create good financial security, you have less stress. If you create good financial security, you can live in suburbs that are desirable to your life vision. You can live in houses, drive cars that align with your dream life vision. If you don't have money, it's very hard to do that. So money certainly isn't everything, but you put yourself into a better position for choices if you can create more money. So it's one of the areas that you really need to focus on to work towards life vision. And it's simple. Investments, savings plans, it may be a second job, it may be a part-time business working with someone like myself. That's what I do. I help people transition from full-time work with a part-time business until they're earning more with their part-time business till it becomes their full-time fortune. It starts off with the money generated is like creating a pay raise every single day. You could use that money to create your dream holiday every year. You can use that money to invest in something, and that money, because it's a good investment, makes more money. This is about the concept of leverage. So really, what is your current situation? Are you ahead after every payday and you're able to save? Do you own your own home or in your own home? Do you have investments? Do you have a really good plan and strategy and savings plan in place? Are you working towards retirement, or are you riddled in credit card debt? Are you getting in debt every single pay because you're not earning what you're spending? Be honest. This here, if your honesty will set you free. Again, year one goal, maybe just to clear all debt. I'm going to work towards, I'm going to get a second job. I'm going to tighten the belts and save better. I'm going to commit to saving up to go on a holiday that will be something that my family has never been on in the last 5 years, 10 years. And it's going to be a beautiful beach holiday. And the kids are at an age where they're going to really enjoy it. Whatever that is, have a year one goal. If you're going to commit to transformational change, commit to it, but give yourself a reward. Life vision goal. What does that look like? Can you go to the most fancy restaurant in the world? If you're a foodie, that might be important to you, and you don't even look at the menu. You can travel business class because the cost of a business class ticket doesn't really affect your financial position. Are you upgrading to live in a house that you never thought was possible? Are you sending your kids to the best education possible? So I want you to have a life vision. Are you positioned to retire at 50 so you can spend more time doing the activities that you like doing, or traveling the world, or whatever that may be for you? Are you positioned to not work because you're financially well set up, so you can spend time on your charity or giving back, whatever that may be. And the habits and behaviors plan for that, again, is quite simple. It's getting a second job. It's working a business with me in the network marketing industry. Is it a savings plan? Your savings plan turning into a savings, then investing plan. You need to have a plan. You need to commit to these small incremental changes. Your social life. Are you hanging around with the right people to set you free? Well, this is critical. This one here is, often you hear people saying the most successful people, you will often be the sum of the 5 people you hang around the most. Are you hanging around people that are dragging you back, or are you hanging around the right people that inspire you and you support each other and it's all positive? There's no draining conversation. There's no negativity. There's no, every day is a bad day type of situation and people are dragging you back. Do you need to shorten or make your pool of people that you have nearest to dearest smaller? You don't need to hang around 100 people anymore because you've stopped playing sport or whatever. You need to understand hanging around the right people is important. What about yourself? How do you spend your time for you? Is it exercising? Is it playing at golf or tennis with friends? Is it making sure that you're, go out on a Saturday for brunch with friends? Is it, going once a month to your favorite restaurant or to the movies or whatever it is? Every single person's going to have a different vision around all of these key 8 areas of life, but it's important that you focus and put an incredibly good plan in place. Again, your career, current assessment, be honest. Are you happy in your career? Do you see upside in your career? Do you see the possibilities to get where you want to go on a financial standpoint through your career? If you're going to commit to success, what about year 1? What's your life vision there? Is your life vision to be the CEO of your corporate company? Is your life vision to be working from home in your corporate career? Is your life vision to go out and start your own business? Whatever that is for you, you need to really think about that now and have a really good 5-year plan in place. Again, habits and behaviors are the things that you're going to commit to help you achieve that. So it may be doing some courses, it may be reading more books. If you want to go into business, transition from corporate career into business, learn sales, learn operations, find mentors, so they might be the things. I'm going to commit to finding a mentor. I'm going to commit to reading a book every single month or listening to an audio book every single week or a podcast, whatever that may be. But these are the growth things that you're going to implement to help build you out to be a better version of yourself, and then you can progress and move forward in a rapid way. And your overall quality of life, from a travel point of view, from a fun point of view, from a hobbies point of view, are you happy with your current situation? Ask yourself that question. Because I always think about when I was an engineer, it was work. I always felt that it wasn't meaningful for me. Then I got into business and I did very well in business. I was making very good money but had no time. So a lot of people in business make good money but have no time and have lots of stress. So that doesn't necessarily mean just because you've got money, you've got quality of life. I moved into the lifestyle business industry, working from home, doing something part-time to start with before it became my full-time fortune. And now I travel the world. Now I have fun. Now I get to spend time with my family, with my kids. I get to see them as much as I want every single day. Hobbies for me at the moment, I don't, apart from exercise, if that's a hobby, I'm not playing golf and other things that I like doing. I go out and eat out with friends quite regularly. That's really important to me. I love social and food and great experience from that point of view. I would say my overall quality of life is quite good. Being able to travel around the world, that's important to me, but it may not be important to you. So give yourself an assessment how you feel you are based on that. Are you happy in your job? Are you unhappy? Like, write it all out, be honest, and then say, okay, what can we do for year one? What, is a small level of growth that we can have in year one? What will be my 5-year plan and beyond? And then the habit and behaviors to put that in place. We talked about this earlier, about your perfect day exercise. This here is critical to just get you to dream again. Start thinking of anything and everything is possible if you put your mind to it, if you commit to a plan, if you're prepared to do the work. Another one of my favorite exercises is top fives. So what would be, if money didn't matter, if time didn't matter, what would be the top 5 cars? For me, cars are not that important for me. I'm not right into cars, but for some people it's really important. They're really passionate about cars. What would be your top 5 holidays? That there is something that I really value, and I do often think about, if money and time didn't matter, where would those top 5 holidays be? Restaurants. What would be my top 5 areas I'd like to live? You can just keep on making up what would be the different categories of top 5s. They're bucket list items. To finish off the Life Vision book, I've got some growth hacks at the end. And that's really wraps up the book. So this here is, for my high performance clients, the booklet that I utilize to get them started in the foundation phase of their business. If you're watching this audio and not connected to wealthynetworkmarketer.com, make sure you start jumping on that website and looking at the content that's coming through there. If you want to explore a bit more about what's possible with Wealthy Network Marketer and you want to work with me, I put together what I call my Freedom Webinar. My Freedom Webinar is a short 20-minute overview where I talk about my journey to the business opportunity that I ended up joining 8 years ago now, and I have been able to create my own lifestyle by design, and I've helped hundreds of people all around the world do the same. So if that is of interest to you, reach out to me on Wealthy Network Marketer, contact me there and say, can I please get a copy of that Freedom Webinar? You'll be invited then to make quick decisions on business. If you make that decision, I offer you the opportunity to jump into my high performance program where you'll get to work a lot closer for me. These are people that have watched a Freedom Webinar, joined my business, and then we work together on high performance, earning a minimum $5,000 a month part-time until you can build your full-time fortune. Now this webinar is actually a part of the foundations of that course, but there's so much more content in there, and I hope that you too can eventually build yourself up to become the best version of yourself, to create transformational change, and then create your own lifestyle by design. So until next time, we will connect very soon. Bye for now.